2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple into the 48.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Flushed out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That's good for Jets. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And the result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
There goes a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
From the gun, Bigsby. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
when we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. There he goes, right side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you playing in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
25 yards that time.
That's a good effort there. After the catch, he looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but
I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion goes Patrick. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Travis Kelce. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Hart. Pushes him aside at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers 26. 133 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here we go. 3rd down and 13.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hall again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Bigsby. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
And this is caught inside the 5. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Drake London as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because When he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Travis Kelce still going. Touchdown! Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed. As he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
164 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll run with Hall, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready? They'll run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Kalijah Kancey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021? That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 60 yards. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's home. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. In motion right is Wilson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Straight ahead is Hall. Bulldozes past him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Hall again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 186 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Paul on a give up the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the one. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now back to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll set up to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and 5. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Buccaneers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tank Bigsby.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Keep going, keep it going, take it to him. Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Option play. Here's Hall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week.